There's a fascinating movie trope I've noticed recently, and it's so interesting I had to make a video about it. This trope is reserved only for excellent films, and is one that creates a unique movie experience that few others can match. This
You sly dog! You got me monologuing!
is the evolving villain. The evolving villain is a strange and very particular trope, and since I'm coining it, it goes like this. The villain has to be weak or a non-villain to begin with. Then, as the story progresses, they become more and more powerful / deranged, to the point where, by the end of the movie, they are an unstoppable force either mentally, physically,
The baby's sleeping.
or both.
See you back home, Spider-Man.
It shouldn't be confused with twist villains, or villains who are simply hiding their true intentions. What makes these villains special is that they go on a journey alongside the characters, and from humble beginnings to full-on supervillainy, their evolution is intertwined with the story's progression, even if parts of it are off-screen. Now we've got that out of the way, let's dive into the 3 characters I believe are the perfect examples of this trope. From the best Pixar movie of all time, we have Syndrome, perhaps the best example of our evolving villain trope. Syndrome, well, Buddy,
My name is not Buddy!
Starts out as a kid who's a mega fan of Mr. Incredible.
I know all your moves, your crime-fighting style, favorite catchphrases, everything! I'm your #1 fan!
But after facing rejection from his idol, his story takes a dark turn.
Fly home, buddy. I work alone.
He obsesses over proving that he has what it takes to be a superhero, and in doing so becomes a fully fledged supervillain. And it's not just your typical Disney movie villain either. He kills more than 20 superheroes, and by the end, he's powerful enough to incapacitate the Incredibles family with ease. He's truly gone from zero to, well, not hero, but certainly a formidable villain.
I'm Syndrome, your nemesis in it! Brilliant.
From Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, we have Spot, the goofy comic relief,
We meet again, Spider-Man.
the villain of the week.
He's barely a villain of the week.
Yet, as the story unfolds, we witness his remarkable transformation. He finds his powers weren't as pathetic as Miles said they were, and while the good guys treat him like a joke,
Hello, Spider-Man.
Hi.
Hey. Not you.
Are you talking to him or me or
That's
or
me.
him?
he becomes more powerful than they could ever imagine. By the end, we're left with the cosmic horror that is Spot the supervillain.
I'm gonna take everything from you, like I took everything from you.
And we can't help but wonder just how in the world we got here. Arthur Fleck is the first character on our list that is actually the protagonist. But that doesn't make him any less of a villain. I mean, he's the Joker after all, one of the most iconic movie villains of all time.
You can call me Joker.
Arthur starts out as a meek, mild-mannered guy, someone who you'd walk past on the street and not think twice. Yet, as the movie progresses and life beats him down, we witness his gradual descent into madness. By the end, we're left with a man with no qualms about taking a life. A menacing figure that inspires chaos and anarchy by his very presence. A villain that has truly evolved. I think the reason why the evolving villain is so fascinating is because when done right, we kinda see where they're coming from. In Syndrome's descent into madness, we recognize the feeling of being rejected by someone you looked up to. With Spot, we see how he's treated like a joke and can't help but feel bad for the guy. The Joker is the best example of this. Seeing the amount of abuse he takes both mentally and physically, we sympathize with him, which is why so many people were upset with the sequel for utterly tearing him down. Yet, in the end, they are the villains. They commit heinous acts of evil, and the more we empathize with them, the wider the gap between the amount of compassion and contempt we feel. This strange kind of dichotomy is exactly what makes the characters and their stories so compelling. Another reason why the evolving villain is so great is because we so rarely get to see it done well. While I am calling it a trope, this phenomena is by no means common. And for the people who say, that's not how you use the word trope, I say,
Now, there's a reason for why it's such a rare occurrence. It's extremely difficult to craft a villain like this. For this trope to work, the evolution has to be an organic, gradual process. Otherwise, it becomes your run-of-the-mill twist villain. Obviously, this is a difficult task, and with most movies struggling to make even the protagonist's evolution interesting, they can hardly spend their time and effort doing it for their villains. But when it succeeds, man is it satisfying. Seeing a villain evolve alongside the story is such a strange and frankly awesome experience. The payoff is immense because we've witnessed their entire journey, from nobody to nightmare. And I hope more filmmakers take on this difficult yet incredibly rewarding challenge, because when done right, the evolving villain elevates the entire movie to something truly special. Thank you for watching. What do you think about this trope? Are there any other good evolving villains that I've missed? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.